Day going good, man. We got some things to talk about today. Some things to talk about. Um, the room etiquette, man. We gonna definitely show what we smoking, man. You know what I mean? Like, how we gonna do this? Go live and connect. And I don't even know what y'all smoking. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's some good. You know? Yeah, I'm gonna roll up with y'all today because normally I already got it ready, but I'm running late. I got a lot going on. I use the raw papers. I don't know what y'all use, but I'm pretty stuck on the raw papers right now. A lot of people think that it's like rolling paper, and it's actually not like rolling paper. It's not. It's actually really better than rolling paper. I believe it's wax paper, but it's natural. It's natural. You know what I mean? So, what I'm doing today, I got the moon rock for sure. You know what I mean? Got the moon rock for sure. Uh, you know. And if you're not old enough to smoke, just ignore this portion of the show. You know what I mean? Weed is legal in New York City. I've been indulging before the legalization of it. We're gonna get busy right now. Put that moon up in there and go to the moon, and then we shall discuss such topics. Yo, if you're not subscribed already, man, subscribe to the channel. Like, comment. It's very free. Doesn't cost anything. And we gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going live with y'all. I'm doing my shorts. I'm keeping the channel a little busy, only to prepare y'all for the podcast that's gonna be coming back to the channel. That's gonna light it up. It's gonna light it up. You know what I mean? So you got to become part of the family now, man, before we start doing giveaways and things like that. You want to get in the loop now. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss out. You know what I mean? Who wants to miss out? Nobody likes to miss out. So why should you? I'm talking to you. You. Get up, out your seat, do what you're doing. Now you know the little college commercials. Hey, you. I'm talking to you on the couch. You know what I'm saying? But yo, today was an alright day so far. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy happened, thank God. Cause you know where we at. You know what I'm saying? These USGs, United States ghettos. Shout out to Onyx, they came up with that. The USG is where I stay. Murder. Gotta relax. So yeah, I'm rolling this up, man. Pardon me if I'm just locked into what I'm doing. Getting this thing ready. You know what I'm saying? Getting this thing ready. And a lot of people think that when you come on the live, I could see your name. They don't show. So, you know what I'm saying? Leave some comments. You know what I mean? Leave some comments. I'm just checking to see if this is actually on the comment section. It should be on. It should be on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it should be on. I hate messing with this thing because sometimes like things don't go away. But it's okay. We're gonna handle that. We're gonna deal with that. Let me just roll this up, y'all. We're gonna get to the discussions. We're gonna get to everything. I'm in no rush. You know what I'm saying? So if you're watching this video right now and you're not in a rush and you want to roll up, roll up. Roll up. Roll up. Because I'm flooding this right now. This moon, you feel me? I got to definitely get some more, though. Because I'm running out, man. I'm running out. In fact, I'm out. I got no more. This is it. So I got to get some more of the pure. More of the pure. Alright, cool. So now we're gonna twist this thing up, man. I'm a professional. Any professional rollers out there? Cause I does this. You know what I'm saying? Not for nothing. I've been doing this for a while. So yeah. I kinda got the crown. You know what I mean? Now anybody know about that moon rock? If you do roll it in papers, you know that little Hershey Kiss look you get when it's all done around the edges gets me every time. Gets me every time. And it takes over your bud though. Like, I don't care if you smoking grape ape haze, like whatever it is, it's now covered with the moon rock flavor. Cause it don't, you know what I mean? It overpowers that joint. And if you know me personally and you want the plug, let me know. I got you. I got you. Hit me up. Plug you right in. Well, I make my little percentage now. Word up. Ain't nothing for free out this month. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing for free. Alright, we rolled up. We rolled up. Oh yeah. Yes, sirree. Let me take my shades off. I gotta see this. Look at them on. I don't know if you can see the little Hershey Kiss looking elements in that. That's that moon. That's that moon right there. You know what I mean? That's that Moonraker E-Light. 007 joint. Yo, so yeah, man, what's up, yo? Peace, peace. Check the rhyme. You know, we here with the live show. We here with the live show. You know what I'm saying? What's up with y'all? What y'all doing? What's the word? What's the vibes? Because I got some things to talk about, man. First off, we want to give a rest in peace to the god of the DJ era, the mixtape era, the king. The drama king is in the building. The drama king is in the building. K Slay, yo. R.I.P. to K Slay. R.I.P. to K Slay, man. The drama king, the drama hour. You was a jail boy. If you did time, and even if you ain't do no time, but I'm saying the niggas that was locked up with the whip, because in jail they call whips the radio. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's locked up with that whip, trauma hour is going down. You gotta be locked in. You gotta know what's going on. You I'll tell you the last time, cause when you hit the streets, it's different. You like, you know, really don't be checking, like, you gotta, you know what I mean? You be moving around, you don't really realize trauma hour, you somewhere in the middle of some trauma. You know what I'm saying? But I remember the last time I heard, I listened to the drama hour, right? Like, I actually was like checking in. I was in Nassau County Jail, and this was the last time I was in Nassau County Jail, and it's the last time I listened to drama hour. And I never forget it because I was tapped in. It was just a lot going on with hip-hop at the time. It's like 20, I want to say 2013, 2012. Let's see. Maybe 2013, early 2013. February, April element. Somewhere around there. I'm listening to Drama Hour, and I hear K Slay play. It was a diss going on at the time. It was Papoose. It was Papoose, and it was Salute Up. It was Papoose, and it was, I think he was beefing with Kendrick Lamar at the time, and Kendrick Lamar had dropped a verse, Control or something like that. I think it was called Control. And yo, your boy Kendrick Lamar joint, come on. He went crazy. I love Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? To this day. Like, that's one of the top boys. Like, in this hip-hop thing, in this lyrical element that we love and all that, out of the so-called new school era of MCs, that boy Kendrick Lamar is dangerous. And I could dispute whether, you know what I'm saying, he might be you know what I mean, one of the illest of our time right now. Like, that boy's nice. You gotta give him his flowers. So I hear Kendrick go off. I forgot what he said. I know he was going crazy, right? Kendrick. And that play. But I might have been late on what was going on because right after he do that, K Slay dropped that. He put on the what he put on? Oh, he drops. So now he's like, oh yeah, Papoose response. He drops Papoose response. He go crazy. Joel Ortiz, he go crazy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? Everybody, hip hop is back because you ain't seen nothing like that in a minute. It's like he like ruffled the feathers in hip hop. Kendrick did that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh shit. Papoose going in. Boom, Joel Ortiz. I'm like, yo, it's crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Who got the best verse? Who did, like, you know what I'm saying? It was in the air. And I think my man let me hold, because I don't think I had a whip at the time. Once again, in the county jails or wherever you locked up, they call radios, when you get a little Walkman, they call it a whip. You know what I mean? Let me hold your whip. You know what I mean? I'm going down here. Boom. So I had, I think somebody, white boy whip, somebody let me hold a whip. Like, yo, I think it was my man Baby D. Shout out to Baby D. So I think Baby D let me hold the whip. Whatever the case may be, I'm zoned out. My man Gully like, yo, look, Madge over there in the corner like he had a Jamaican party. And so, with a Heineken. Cause I'm lost. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, these niggas, this is what I love. Cause I don't even listen to the radio. So, but certain brothers knew, like, yo, I know certain hours, Madge, you might want to listen to this. It was going down, K Slate. So I'm like, damn, yo, this shit was crazy. And I just wanted to be home so bad. I remember, and I didn't come home for a year and a half later after that, but I remember, I'm just like, damn, man, I want to be home at this, you know, I want to know what the streets is talking about. I want to know how New York feel about this. Because, mind you, I am a Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm going to tell you why. I heard about him. I never really got, because me, when it comes to new artists, I gotta like, you gotta like, I gotta, not say impress me, because I'm like, you know, who am I? I'm not like no, you know, I'm not full of myself, very modest guy, so I'm not like, oh, but for me to jump out of my norm, I gotta hear something to get me, you know what I mean? And my man Shy came through one day to my crib, and he had the Good Kid, Mad City album. And I'm definitely not buying no new guys out. I don't even know what's going on. But I guess he had them, I am a sinner. He had some joints where niggas was gravitating to him. And I even was fucking with him, but I didn't, you know, wasn't thick. From what I heard on those singles, it wasn't making me jump and go get the album. I'm like, I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? You know, you got these joints, these, you know what I mean? That's not what really get me. But boy, this dude came to my crib and plays this album. And I remember he played Good Kid, Mad City, Mass Hallucination, baby. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? The beat was crazy, and I'm like, yo, it's Brooklyn, baby. That's where, that was the sample. Smith & Wesson sampled that shit back in the days. I haven't heard it since then. Then I hear it on Kendrick joint, and it's just blowing my mind, the sample. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga's going crazy. I'm like, this nigga's retarded. And then, like, my man, like, drops me off. 2 days later, I get arrested. The whole time that I'm going, I'm playing this instrumental in my head. Creating rhymes. Because I'm like, yo, I'm at that point, I wasn't even inspired at that point in the music. Look at the chocolate chip. Look at the chocolate chip factory. Look at the chocolate chips. Chippity chop, chickly chop, chocolate chip chop. Chip chop, the moon rocks. So I'm like, yo, I'm playing this beat in my head. I'm like, damn, this nigga, that beat was so crazy. Fast forward, I come home, I get the album, and well, I found it on YouTube, and then I found the beat, and then if you got my SoundCloud, if you locked into me as a whole entity, you already know I did a rhyme, I did some shit over there in my mixtape. And I was inspired off of that shit a whole, like, damn near 2 years. And then, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, man, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. But that I would said all that to say that was the last time I listened to Drama Hour. Like I remember going to it and paying attention, and K Slay was so much part of the culture. Um, you know, uh, you wouldn't hear like wasn't nobody else doing that. Like yo, playing the disc records, the responses, and this and to get that uncut element, you had to go there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's a McDonald's, there's a Burger King, there's a White Castle, it's here, this, and that. But if you want a piece of chicken, you gotta go to KFC. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got the McChicken over here. But if you want a chicken breast with the Colonel's element on it, you gotta go to the Colonel. And K Slay was like the Colonel. You know what I'm saying? He was like the Colonel. You know what I mean? He had his spot there. And you know what I mean? Like he had a stamp in that. You know? I got the pimpy long stock and shit. She just going up. Like we gonna do that, whatever you do. It's just get on my nerves. But yeah. K had a spot, you know? He had an imprint in the game and stood tall in his, you know what I mean, in his area. Yes, I did know K Slay personally. I'm not gonna say personally, but I knew him. I've done business with him. And I'm not gonna say, oh, that was my friend. Like I'm not gonna freestyle, but like when I see him, it's like it's not like who like, oh hey man, like who's this guy? You know, it's Magic. What's up, brother? Peace. Like you know, God bless his soul. I used to open up I used to run with a promotional company called 721 Productions, and shout out to my boy OG. At the time, he was married to a lady named Mecca. Whatever the case may be, and they ran this company, promotional company called 721. OG is my personal friend. Shout out to OG. So they would have like acts that opened up for artists. Styles P, I opened up for numerous times. Papoose, and at that time, Papoose had just signed. Well, he signed with KSA, yeah, whatever. He was running with when Papoose first got on and was running around. The promotional company that I ran with was helping him launch his shit in New York City, like, or just throughout New York to try, like, New York State, period. Because we were going upstate, all types of places. So, K Slay that was his DJ. Now he had the situation with Street Sweepers. When we did shows with Papoose and K Slay, they were always together. Type suspicious, Mike. You're type suspicious. Stop sending me workout videos. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But yeah, you know what I mean? I was so we would do shows out of state, and they were always together when we did shows. You know what I mean? K Slay and Papoose. And so I did get to know him on a, you know what I mean, cordial basis. And back then he loved Hennessy, and you know what I mean? Even though I was an artist and I would perform at these shows, I would make sure that he had his Hennessy and all that when he came, you know, just to build the rapport. You know, when we was young hustlers running around, you know, getting money, didn't know how to really be business savvy men, and we kind of did, but you know, you young, you be full of yourself and cocky and extra corny at the same time, man. You know what I'm saying? But I did have a rapport with him. The last time I seen him was when I won. So in 2011, and I don't know how long they were doing it, but around 2011 when I participated, they were doing Hot 97 was collaborating with Boost Mobile, and they were doing battles. They were doing battles in like local neighborhoods and with Boost Mobile. So they would come to Boost Mobile. They would come to Boost Mobile, and the artists from the neighborhood would come there, and they would, you know, it would be a battle. Shawnee Culture was the host when I went to that battle. Shawnee Culture was the representative from Hot 97. And the first day I seen the van, this is how I'm getting to the last time I seen K Slay. but I'm gonna give you the backstory, right? Because that's what we doing. We smoking, we chilling. This is intimate moments with Magic and the crew. So I'm in Hempstead right now, running around, and I'm with my boy Fred. So if you know Fred, you know what I mean. Fred, what we do, we're riding around, and you know we're going to see people like Shaw Raider, God bless us. So I think we were just coming from Shaw Raider. But anyway, that's a whole other story, man. Fred, God bless Fred, man. Wow, so many people are passing away. It's very sad. So now I'm with Fred. We going through by the terminal in Hempstead. It was a Boost Mobile store. I don't know if it's still there, but it was one right there next to the train station at the time, next to a little deli joint, pizza joint. So we riding past. I see a Hot 97 van. So I'm like, what the fuck going on? People in the front. You know what I mean? I didn't know to see a DJ in there. I'm like, what's going on? I jump out the car. To me, the car is still moving. Fred's still driving, and I jump out the car. In my mind, I'm telling you, I really believe the car was still moving. I run out the car. Boom. Ran out the car. Next thing you know, I go inside the spot. And niggas is in there rapping. They in there rapping. And I'm like, oh, these they going in. So I snatched the mic from the rapper. Like, I'm the illest nigga alive. Like, I jump on. This is totally not, you're not supposed to do this. This is happening and it's not supposed to happen. So, I don't know if it was Shorty Culture at the time, I don't know who it was there. I'm not going to freestyle it, but somebody they grabbed the mic, like, you can't do this right now. And they're like, you know, you can't, man, this is live, you can't. And they, you know, take me outside, they give me a flyer, they're like, look, these are the next battles. You can come to this, but you have to come at a certain time. You can't just run up and snatch microphones. I'm like, all right, well, I'm the illest from this town. My name is Magic, God is out, woo, right? Spin out of there. So I look on the card. I'm such in another element at the time. The next place I see is Yonkers, so I'm preparing my mind. I'm like, yo, 3 days, Yonkers, I'm going. I know I'm not from Yonkers, but we rapping. I'm going there to, you know what I'm saying, do my thing. I know where I'm going, but this is what it's about. So I'm like, okay. Now, I said, I get home later on that night. I don't know if it was the very next morning, but I look at the card again. I look at the card. It says Freeport. So I'm like, oh, wait, Freeport before Yonkers. I'm like, wait a minute. That's right up the block. Why would I go away to Yonkers when I could go to Freeport and get busy there? You know what I'm saying? Why would I go all the way to Yonkers? It makes no sense. I guess I was a little cloudy at the time, and I'm starting to get my senses back, and I'm like, Freeport's there, right? So I'm preparing for this now, mentally. But I'm not really doing that much preparing. I'm preparing, but I'm not like, it's not like I'm practicing. Like I'm just listening to beats and vibing, right? So, but I did make it known to everyone that I was gonna be in the building, show love. At the time, I was going through something, and I was in Rockville Center. And I never forget, I called everybody I knew that was, you know, possibly gonna support the show and come through. So, and I could have called them and said, yo, matter of fact, you wanna come pick me up? Cause I'm over here, and it's, you're coming, you might as well come grab me. But I didn't. I just told everybody to meet me there, and I had no ride. And so I walk from Rockville Center where my grandmother used to live. I walk from there all the way to Freeport. So if you know Long Island, you know Sunrise Highway. I take Sunrise Highway from Rockville Center straight down into Freeport. Boom. I get to Freeport, I'm very tired. My legs hurt, and I just don't believe I just walked, but I'm really focused though. I see people out front, I go, I sign up, right? Long story short, It's like 8, 9 MCs, maybe 10 MCs. Shorty coaches the host. There's a lot of people there. To my surprise, a lot of people start to show up that I called. Magic, what's up? We're here. I'm like, oh shit. Shout out to Main Event. Um, Shout out to my you know what I mean? My boy with people. My boy Reggie showed up. I think Ryan was there. Stephanie Ann at the time, I think, was there. I'm talking about my all supporters from. I'm talking about gangsters from down to just like you know what I mean, regular people like showing up from all parts of the island. My homegirl Worm, shout out to Worm. Big Worm came. Big Worm actually entered the battle. And that was funny because Worm was on another cloud at the time. And then Worm's not this aggressive type of rapper to where she's on it like that. Like she's not. That's not her style. But I'm like, Worm, you want to get in the joint? Go ahead, Worm. I'm not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Big Worm gets in the joint and starts doing her battle. She start doing her song she wrote. It's called Skirts Off, Shirts Off. This is out of pocket. You don't go to a battle and start doing your song. She's singing it. Skirts off, shirts off, party popper. I knew what was wrong. Nobody else had to know. But I said, damn, Warren, why would you come and do this? So the guy gets on the mic and he and kills her. Gets her out of there. But I'm remembering this though. I'm like, I got this guy. Long story short, the battles is going. Everybody's boom, boom, boom. My first battle, I torched this guy. I think that guy was the guy who battled Worm, the first guy I battled, I want to say. And I torched him, got him out of there, boom. Long story short, it comes down to me and this kid Cyclone. And it comes down to me and Cyclone, and he's like almost like the people's favorite. Like he got some people there, like some girls there, this and that. He's jumping around, and he's beating people. This dude, I think he beat Script Keeper, who was the winner from the year before. Long story short, it's me and him. So I'm using this. I'm watching him, and I'm like, yo, this guy's doing this and that. He's real animated, and like he's one of those rappers that he likes to get you to agree with him. Like when he's doing something, like he'll say something and then like yeah, and like dance in front of a girl or something and try to like get their energy to go with him. It was kind of weird what he was doing, but it was working for him. But his lines wasn't lasers. So so now it's my turn. Me and him battle. Long story short, I'm using all that stuff against him. The jumping around he doing, I'm using that in my rhymes. I'm doing this and that. And I win the whole thing. And so when you win that, now you go to Summer Jam. You go to Summer Jam to battle. And so like a week later or something like that, everybody from each borough or town that won is gonna battle for the crown at Summer Jam on the pre-stage. And the last time I seen K Slay was when, to get my tickets, I had to go to Hot 97 to pick the tickets up. You pick your tickets up at Hot 97 and your bracelet and all that for the event. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, I don't know about all artists, but I guess most New York artists or whatever the case may be, all had to, whatever you was involved with the venue, you had to go there to get your tickets and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So this is after all that opened up for K Slay for years and did this and that. And when I seen him, he greeted me. Yo, Magic, what's up, man? Yo, what's up? You doing? Oh, yeah, I'm grabbing you. I want the whole world. You still doing your thing? Yeah, for sure, man. Yo, woo, woo, woo. And it was that, you know, and you might wonder why I do, you know, it's different, you know, when you run on some industry shit. Like, because you would think, like, you know, it's just weird, you know what I mean? Where people just keep it cordial or whatever the case may be, but that was the last time I seen Kay. We acknowledged each other, shook hands, we greeted each other, and it was always peaceful. It was always love. It wasn't, you know, certain times like people might get upset or disappointed when like they meet people when they would develop relationships, but it never goes no further than that at the moment. And a lot of it is, you know, me just the way people operate when they're not seasoned enough to know how to utilize relationships. But you know, you have to know how to utilize relationships. Basically, you gotta know. Sometimes it ain't always like, oh yeah, you're super nice, man. Let me sign you. Let me do this or that. You gotta put in work. You have to show dedication. You have to show, you know, that you deserve it, and it's not just gonna be handed to you because, you know what I mean, you got your Dr. Seuss on. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, much love to K Slay, R.I.P. to him, and God bless his family. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, you just it hit home. It's hip hop. It hit. You know what I mean? This is a big, like a chunk taken off of the cremation of it, like the you know what I mean, like the you know what I mean, like the mold of it. Like if it's like hip hop is a big mold, it's a chunk taken out because of what the keys and the what he represented for the game. You know what I mean? So that's real. That's real. That's real, man. Man, you know what I mean? Another drink champs popped up. Another drink champ, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg drink champs. This was good. This was good. This was good for the culture. This was hip hop. You know what I mean? Snoop Dogg wanted to get Doggy Style back, which was like his debut album, and he wanted to get the rights to it. He wanted to get the publishing to it. He wanted to own it outright, and I guess there was some discrepancy because of that. He wasn't able to do it at the moment he wanted to do it, so he found a way to backdoor the situation, so to speak, and Snoop, I guess he put in word that he would like to have an executive position at Def Jam, and they granted him that. They gave him this executive position at Def Jam, and he's making moves there. He's doing what he does. In the course of that, the publishing that he wanted, I guess, got into the hands of somebody and then somebody else. And by the time it gets to this somebody else, Snoop has done some things that's, you know, I guess, pivotal in the business world behind the scenes. He goes to this trillionaire who acquired Death Row's rights to everything. And he, I guess, you know, brokers the deal with Snoop. And now Snoop owns Death Row. He owns all the music. He owns everything. He has the publishing. Doggy Style, Lady of Rage, Warren G, Nate Dogg, Death Row. Should I have to go on and on, or do you know what it means by the entirety of Death Row? Snoop has it. The Dog Father has it. The Diggity Dog, Snoop. So now, you know, they're talking about the Super Bowl thing, drink champs. Snoop says, hey, I'm trying to make this move and, you know, help move the culture forward. You know, I'm looking for somebody to sign. New York, who do you want? Who you been waiting for? So Snoop signs Benny the Butcher. He signs him. Benny the Butcher, Griselda Records. Congratulations. Yo, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope, honestly. Man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened to the whole Griselda. I don't know what everybody's situation is. I don't know what's going on. And I mean, I talked to somebody yesterday about the situation, and he was like, yo, but really, you think about it, Butcher was already, leveled up. He's already has a name. He already is making money off shows and moving around, and he's Benny the Butcher. We all know him. He went through situations already, so it wasn't like a major thing like that. Like, because, you know, it's different when you get the nigga that still got an EBT card. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's different when you know what I'm saying? When you find a Benny the Butcher versus, you know, Benny the Butcher already had a name already. You know what I'm saying? So I got his point. I see what Snoop did, and I respect what he did, but I also see what my man was talking about. You know what I mean? And he made a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's somebody out there. Like, but keep digging though. You know what I'm saying? Keep digging, Snoop. Keep digging. You know what I mean? It's a lot of talent. You know, New York hip hop in general deserves that sound, that, you know, deserves that to be at the pinnacle of it, because in the 80s, yeah, it started, you know, and it evolved. By the 90s, we took it to another level. And that level that we took it to is the pinnacle of it. No, it's the pinnacle of it. I don't care what sonic sound comes from it. You can't escape the element of who's the nicest. So that's the pinnacle. Like, you can't escape that. Like, in the 90s, it was who, you know what I'm saying? Who had it? Who, and that became the end-all tell-all. Because when a nigga saying, yo, who's top this, top that, that's based on who's the nicest, man. Ain't no way to cover that up. Yeah, you might be like, oh, he did this business venture, he did that business venture, or whatever the case may be, but they checking rhymes, man. They checking the rhyme. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. When niggas be like, yo, he the nicest. Remember he said this and that? It's about what he said. You know, and all these melodic, you know, and it's all good. You know, do your thing, man. Music is music. When we talking hip hop, when we talking lyrical content, we talking punchlines, metaphors, when we talking about the secret sauce of this shit, yeah, they checking the rhyme. You know what I'm saying? They checking the rhyme. So, you know, let's if we gonna reshape, not even reshape, if we gonna take this thing to where it should be and what matters the most, and start paying attention to that poetry, we start doing that, now we getting back the essence of this thing. You know what I mean? Now we paying homage to what really drove this culture to where it's at. Creativity. You know? Lyrically though. Creativity lyrically. You know what I mean? Let's give it up to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Benny the Butcher, Snoop Dogg, acquiring Death Row. That's big, man. He was talking about doing some collaboration with Death Row and Bad Boy. That'll be dope. 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 Death Row, Bad Boy. Let's end the confusion. Let's reshape the narrative. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Let's reshape it. You know what I'm saying? Let's create a new narrative. Let's Bad Boy, Death Row. You know what I mean? That's fire right there. You know what I'm saying? Let's create new millionaires. Let's create more wealth in the communities. Let's do that. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about the Super Bowl joint. It was talking about Nori. Nori was bringing up, you know, the people that was in there. Talking about who should have been there. On Scott Storch. Snoop was like, man, listen, they displayed his keys was being played on the song we did. Like that's his homage right there. Like you gotta relax this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this guy should have been there. We should have done this. Yeah, in 12 minutes. We're gonna do a medley of fucking 30 years of records. Like, come on, man. Where's this question's coming from, my guy? My guy? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Snoop was letting them know, man, and putting things in proper perspective. 50 Cent's very upset because I know I just threw 50 in there because 50, the next thing he goes, oh, yeah, I heard the white boy made the call. So everybody, the white boy, he's like, he's like, I thought he was talking about Jimmy Iovine, but they said Eminem made the call. So 50 like, yeah, that's his man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't had nothing to do with no calls. Dr. Dre, once again, Dr. Dre was selected for this and said, hey, I'm going to bring these guys in to perform with me. Like, they wanted Dr. Dre. Like, who hasn't dropped an album in fucking 25 years, but they wanted Dr. Dre. Like, so, Snoop is just letting them know, I ain't had nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? So Dre. But 50 didn't like the fact that he said the white boy put it together instead of saying the greatest rapper alive put this together. 50 wasn't feeling that. He's like, yo, you talking about the white boy, like, and it made me think, but when he said it, it did puzzle me. Like, why are you talking about M like that? Like, what? Why niggas be hating on M, bro? And niggas might say, oh, I don't gotta hate. I don't gotta hate. Like, niggas got it. Yeah, niggas got money, this and that, whatever the case may be. So why they be hating on M, man? The white boy. Like, that boy deserves to be called by his damn name, man. Come on. Because you not, like, it goes back down to niggas just be mad because they not nice to the niggas. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you just, what could you really be, why doesn't he deserve respect? You know what I'm saying? To be called by his name. Like, the white boys that be cutting niggas checks, I bet you don't call us and check on your check and be like, let me speak to the white boy. Is Mr. Grumblack in there or whatever the niggas be named, you know what I mean? Come on, I'm just saying, man. Like, why you gotta be the white boy, man? Why you can't call that man by his name, man? That man got kids, man, and put work in this game that you ain't do. Cause you damn sure, no disrespect, but nigga ain't nicer than him. That's it. To me, it goes back down to the lyrics, man. It don't got nothing to do with color. In a battle, can you beat this man? No. So fall back. Why that man can't get the respect of being called by his name? You know what I mean? Him is nice, man. That's one of the best niggas who ever did it. Is Eminem. And that's a fact. So you know what I mean? Give that man this respect, man. Like, dudes be, come on, be like, acting like they changing and acting like, life is different for them, and they not the same ignorant motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man, you put it out there so people gonna have their opinion on it. You know what I mean? This ain't no, nothing else but my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You put it out there, you're behaving in this manner. Now 50 on you. You don't want to get 50 mad, do you? You know what I'm saying? He's in a whole nother space, man. Why we gotta bring him back in to beast mode? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Come on, man. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. Yeah, man. And then it was crazy because Snoop was talking about when Nas, I think, he said they was doing a track. It was a track that Daz did that had Tupac on it, Redman, Method Man, a couple East Coast artists, and Snoop said that Nas is on this track, and basically Tupac come to the studio, hear the track, and takes Nas off the joint. It's called My Mom Made Up. Got My Mom Made. It's a something like that. But then Daz Dilioso came on Instagram or YouTube, whatever I seen it on, and was like, yo, nah, Snoop got it wrong, telling stories and all that. That wasn't the track. First of all, I'm the producer, got all the tracks. You know what I'm saying? That's Dilly, like, I got all the tracks, man. Actually, this track right here, Spectacular, plays the track like that's Dilly. Put some respect on it. You know what I'm saying? Getting stuff misconstrued, Uncle Snoop. But we do love you, Snoop, over here, like Nori was saying. You know what I mean? We love Snoop. New York loves Snoop. You know what I mean? And if you fronting on Snoop, then you just front. Because when I was growing up, murder was the case, and what's my name and all that. Man, listen, man. From the depths of the sea, back to the block. What? It was it. I'm like, my cousin Moy put me on the Snoop. I was still on Wu-Tang and all that. Cousin Moy put me on the Snoop. I'm like, this nigga cold, man. Word up. But you know, it is what it is, man. We gotta love each other, man. We gotta love each other. We gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta respect each other as men and move forward, push this culture forward, man. So it's you know, a little sucker move, man. That's just not cool. Like, why? Why do that? Why do the sucker shit, man? Tired of the sucker shit. Tired of it. 6ix9ine running around. He's back. He's out there. He's with DJ Academics, Whack 100 interview. He's trying to prove himself. He's always yelling though, man. Like, yo, relax. Niggas is grown. They get headaches and shit. You over here yelling. About to give me a migraine. I can't even watch the interview because I can't take the yelling. Trying to prove a point. What happened to verbally expressing yourself? I'm just saying. This dude yelling. He got Hassan Campbell there. A whole bunch of goons. I don't know, man. I mean, they keep saying he's moving around. I think he's the dumbest nigga ever. But I guess you gotta sell this image that you put out there. Cause I guess you can't go from, you know, shit to sugar. You know, you gotta stay on your shit. So he has to put this image out. You know what I'm saying? That's saying, hey man, I'm dangerous. I'm accepted. I'm hood. I'm gangsta. No matter what I did, I'm still a nut. I don't, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know how much money you got. But if you got over 10 million, 5, 6, 7 million, you supposed to take that and go. It's a lot of niggas ain't make 70,000 in the rap game, been rapping for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So, at some point, you gotta say, man, I did as much as I could. Let me get out of here. Because if you fired the security armed niggas, somebody's gonna test them niggas you with. Them niggas ain't licensed security. So if you don't got them niggas with you, somebody is gonna test them niggas you with, man. Cause nobody even, they wearing masks, nobody know who they are. It's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So somebody is gonna test them, man. And God forbid something happen, but that's not it. Running around with you know what I'm saying? This ain't it. Coming back with this catastrophe, you're pulling out money, then saying it's a prop, and you know what I'm saying? Just these antics. I just don't see, from what happened before, I don't see where this is going. I just don't see where you think this is going. These dudes, young and dumb. You buying these cars, that costs the Frank Muellers and all this. You was a dummy, man. Don't you know that you ain't gonna be hot forever? And you been throwing out for a minute. What investments are you making? Because everything you showing me is depreciating. That shit don't increase in value, man. It depreciates as soon as you leave the store with it. But hey man, these guys, they young. I was young. I'm not old, but I was younger. I was that age, so I could see. But I mean, geez, Louise, man, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wake up. It's crazy. And I mean, I could never. I just, you're in a state of confusion. You got all these goons with him. Hassan Campbell, Whack 100 DJ Academics, and it's just like, what are you proving? You yelling the whole time. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I didn't even watch the whole interview. I couldn't even really sit through it because it's just the whole time he's trying to prove himself. I just see it. It's like the whole thing. He's just trying to prove himself the whole time. For what, man? You got a daughter that you need to prove that you're a great dad to. What's going on, man? It's ridiculous, man, but this is what it is, you know what I mean? This is what it is, man, until we start doing better. You know what I mean? Until we start doing better. And I'm not knocking nobody, but somebody got to say, yo, when does the buffoonery stop, man? And you start thinking about the future of your creations, your daughter. You know what I mean? And the well-being of your family, your moms, and you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Didn't you cause enough heartache and pain for everybody? You know what I'm saying? But yo, we gonna end this right here, man. Salute. Peace.